네, 오늘은 누구에게 이야기를 들어볼까요?
So today we have a story sent to us from Sophie from Australia.
네, 소피 씨에게 이야기를 들어볼 텐데 소피 씨가 실제로 정말 dream job이라고 묘사할 수 있는 그 당시에는 그런 일을 한 적이 있대요. 재미있는 일화가 기다리고 있는데요. 소피 씨를 한번 불러볼까요?
Sophie 씨,
나와주세요.
Where I grew up, it was not uncommon for teenagers to start working part-time jobs around the age of 14. I was no exception. However, I managed to land the dream job of teenagers of my generation in Australia. I worked in a CD shop. CD shops were seen as a place where staff could express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work, an image that was popularised by a mid-90s film called Empire Records. While it was true that we could choose the music we listened to at work and express ourselves through our choice of clothing, the reality is we spent most of our time indexing CDs alphabetically, singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order, and advising grandparents about what music their teen grandkids might be interested in. I wonder what the kids of this generation aspire to be.
Oh, wow.
I think to answer the question that Sophie posed at the end of her little talk, a lot of people want to be celebrities.
Ah, that's true.
Singers, actors, actresses.
That's very
Well,
true.
yeah, because of the influence of the mass media.
True.
네, 소피 씨가 이제 이야기를 한 것이 어렸을 때 했던 아르바이트 중에서 정말 모두의 부러움을 샀던 그런 아르바이트가 있었고 그게 무엇이었는지가 포함되어 있습니다. 자, 그럼 한 줄 한 줄 공부를 하면서 소개해 볼까요?
Okay, so the very first one is, where I grew up, it was not uncommon. Where I grew up, it was not uncommon.
네, where I grew up, 제가 자랐던 곳에서는 in the city or in the town where I grew up 뭐 이런 말이죠. 제가 자랐던 곳에서는 it was not uncommon. So basically it was common.
It was common. So where I grew up, it was common for people to.
네.
Yeah.
It is not uninteresting. It is interesting.
It is interesting, basically.
복잡하죠?
Yeah.
네.
But in the case of common, I don't know why, but we say that a lot. It's not uncommon.
네.
But for other things, we don't really use it that much.
네. 그리고 한국어에도 그런 게 있어요. 뭐뭐한 느낌이 없지 않아 있어요.
Alright.
What does it mean?
There was no...
The 느낌 is there or not?
Wait, one more time.
예를 들어서 어려운 느낌이 없지 않아 있어요. Yeah.
It is there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
But it has to be like, 없진 않아. Okay.
없지 않아 있어요처럼 not uncommon도 영어에서도 자주 쓰는 표현이에요. Not uncommon means it's common.
Right.
네, 흔한 일이었대요. So what was not uncommon?
For teenagers to start working part-time jobs around the age of 14. For teenagers to start working part-time jobs around the age of 14.
네, for A to B, for 명사 또는 사람 to 동사 이런 형태로 쓰면 주어 동사처럼 되는 거죠. 누가 뭐뭐 하는 것이 not uncommon, 흔한 일이었습니다. 흔하지 않은 일이 아니었습니다라는 건데 teenagers, 10대들이 to start working part-time jobs, 아르바이트를 하는 거죠. 언제부터? Around the age of 14.
14.
That's super early.
Well, for us in America, it's about the same. You can get a job from age 14 at certain fast food places. My first job I had when I was 15.
그렇군요.
Yeah, it was a summer job. It was a dream job as well.
I see. What did you
Do
do?
you want me to tell you about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
So-
briefly. Just kidding.
So I used to sell snow cones on the beach for a very popular resort on an island called Hilton Head Island, which is a part of South Carolina.
I see.
But off
So
the
a
coast.
snow cone is basically an ice cream?
It's kind of like bingsu.
아, okay.
Yeah, except with fruity flavors instead
see.
of like the milky flavors.
바닷가에서 15살 때 바닷가에서 그 아이스크림 같은 건데 빙수 같은
Right.
것을 판매를 하는 아르바이트를 했었다고요?
For a resort, it was nice. I got like free food and everything.
Interesting.
Dream job.
So, must have been a dream job.
Yeah.
All right, your first dream job then.
Yeah.
마찬가지로 지금 이제 아르바이트를 14살 때부터 하는 것이 일반적이래요. Not very common in Korea, right?
Yeah.
Because they only start when they're 19 or 20 years old.
Right.
Okay, let's move on.
So Sophie says, I was no exception. I was no exception.
저도 예외가 아니었어요 라는 말인데요. 이거는 그냥 외워두시면 좋아요. Something is no exception. I am no exception. You are
You
no
are-
exception.
We are no exception.
She is no exception.
They are no
네,
exception.
그래서 그냥 비동사 쓰고 no exception이라고 하면 예외가 아니다. 저도 예외는 아니었어요. 그 말은
Meaning that she also had her first part-time job when she was 14 years old.
because that's common or not uncommon.
Because it's common. Everyone's doing it. She was no exception, so she did it too.
Okay, and then what happened?
However, I managed to land a dream job of teenagers of my generation in Australia.
Wow.
However, I managed to land a dream job of teenagers of my generation in Australia.
네, 여기에서 however가 들어간 이유는요. 사실 파트타임, 즉 아르바이트는 누구나 한다 이거죠. Everybody does it.
Yeah.
But I was lucky.
I was lucky.
네,
I was special.
그런 이야기를 하려고 네, however가 들어갔죠. Managed to land a dream job of teenagers. 10대들의 이상적인 일자리로 생각되는 그것을 in Australia, 호주에 사는 10대들인 거죠. 그리고 of my generation, 제 세대에 똑같은 거네요. 네, 10대 그 10대면 she was also in her teens. 같은 세대의 10대들이 네, 이상적인 일자리로 생각하는 것을 land. land라는 거는 앞에서 설명은 안 했지만 지난번에 저희가 소개한 적이 있습니다. land, 어떤 일자리를 구했을 때.
Yeah. So if you land a job, it means that you got the job. You land a position, or you land any type of thing that requires some type of audition or interview. If you get it,
네.
you landed it.
성공적으로 그것을 취득했을 때 일자리 일반적으로 이야기를 하죠. 그래서 그것을 manage to 가까스로 해냈다 또는 할 수 있었다라는 말이죠. Okay, so what was the part-time job about?
I worked in a CD shop.
오.
I worked in a CD shop.
저는 CD 가게에서 일했어요 라는 이야기였습니다.
우와.
소피 씨가 14살 때였으면 약 20년 전이었던 것 같은데 네, 그래서 그때만 해도 정말로 레코드 가게에서 실제로 CD를
Yeah.
사서 또는 그 전에는 테이프를 사서 들었었잖아요.
Of course.
Yeah. So she worked in a CD shop. And then?
And CD shops were seen as a place where staff could. CD shops were seen as a place where staff could.
CD shops were seen, 보여졌다. They were visible? No,
Not in that case. It just means people thought this about CD shops.
CD shops were considered. 예, 간주가 된 거죠. 여겨진 거죠. 무엇으로? As a place where 뭐뭐뭐 직원들이 그 다음, the following, 그 다음 것을 할 수 있는 곳으로 여겨졌습니다라는 말인데요. What could they do?
So for the next one, we have to take a look at the clip first before we find out what they do. So let's watch.
Express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work. Express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work.
That is also true for America as well. But anyway, you're probably like, what's true? We don't know what it is.
네.
So let me read it for you.
Okay?
Express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work.
네.
Express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work.
뜻은 이런 뜻이죠. Express their individual personalities, 자신의 그 개성을 표현하는 거죠. individual이라고 하면 개개인의라는 말이고 personalities, 성격들인데 즉 개성이죠. And be a bit crazy at work. crazy한 것은 뭐 정말로 여러 가지로 번역이 되는데 it has
Yeah.
so many translations in Korean.
So many.
So convenient for English speakers. You
It
can
is
just
very
say
convenient.
crazy about anything.
Yeah. So in this case, she's probably just saying, it's not like the regular office job where you have to have a uniform.
맞아요.
You can go out a little bit if you want to wear that bright red lipstick
맞아요.
or those big earrings,
그렇죠. 그래서
blue hair.
좀 개성을 살릴 수 있는 거죠.
Yeah.
특이한 모습을 보여도 되는 곳이에요. Not everybody has to wear the same thing,
Right.
no uniforms, nothing like that. And you can be maybe, I guess, showing off your extreme fashion. 그런 것들이 가능한 곳이라고 여겨졌는데 발음은요. 그 be a bit 이 부분이 be a bit, be a bit
Be a bit, be a bit,
like a robot.
be a bit,
be a bit
be a bit.
이렇게 들립니다.
Yeah.
빠르게 지나가다 보니까 이 부분 확인해 보시죠.
Express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work. Express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work.
So let's see what she says next. An image that was popularized by a mid-90s film called Empire Records. An image that was popularized by a mid-90s film called Empire Records.
CD shops, CD 가게들이, 즉 음반 가게들이 were seen as 그 뒤에 나오는 이하의
Right.
내용처럼 보여졌다라고 했잖아요. 근데 그것은 an image that was popularized. 이제 by 무엇? 90년대 중반에 나왔던 엠파이어 레코드라고 하는 영화 때문에 popularize 되었다라는 건데요. 여기서는 뭐 나머지는 영화 이름이고 그 다음에 mid-90s, 90년대 중반이지만 중요한 거는 popularize인 것 같아요. So let's talk about popularizing.
Popularizing. So if you popularize something, that means that you are making an idea or certain trends or fads, whatever, popular.
Popular and make it used by many people,
Yes.
adopted by many people. You know, it just becomes an everyday thing.
It becomes an everyday thing or
Yeah.
like a household item
Yeah.
or a thing that people do on a daily basis.
So for example, when television was first invented, 텔레비전이 처음 발명되었을 때, it wasn't really that popular because it was big, it was only black and white,
Right.
and it was just not, you know.
Yeah,
something
maybe there
that-
weren't many channels.
Yeah, there was maybe one channel. 그렇지만 over the course of time, 시간이 지나면서 it became popularized and people have 2 TVs, 3 TVs at home these days. 그렇기 때문에 popularized 된 거죠. It is very, very popular.
Very, very popular.
Okay, and then?
While it was true that we could choose the music we listened to at work, choose the music we listened to at work.
네, while이 나왔으니까 여기에 나오는 내용들과 반대되는 내용이 뒤에 따라오겠죠.
Right, so we know it's going to be opposite. So she's telling us now what's the same. So this is just like what it was in that movie, but now it's different.
맞아요, 맞아요.
Yeah.
그 90년대 중반에 나왔던 그 영화 때문에 인기가 있어진 그 이미지가 있었는데, while it was true that 그 이하는 사실이었지만 사실 또 이런 것도 있었다. 좀 반대되는 사실들을 이야기해 주겠죠. 이 문장은 we could choose the music we listen to at work. 직장에서, 즉 CD 그 가게에서 들을 수 있는 음악, 듣고 싶은 음악을 고를 수는 있었어요. It was true.
Oh, that's good.
And what else was true?
And express ourselves through our choice of clothing. And express ourselves through our choice of clothing.
Yeah, it was also true that they could express themselves, 스스로를 표현할 수 있었죠. 무엇으로? Through their choice of clothing. 옷을 선택할 수 있었기 때문에. 유니폼 안 입고.
Yeah.
네,
They can be crazy with their fashion.
Yeah, 패션을 통해서 스스로를 표현할 수 있었던 것도 사실이었지만 now the following part.
Yeah, it's like now here comes the but part.
Yeah,
the wild part.
The contrast.
Yeah. The reality is we spend most of our time indexing CDs alphabetically. The reality is we spend most of our time indexing CDs alphabetically.
현실은 we spend most of our time 시간의 대부분을 보내는 거죠. 뭐 하면서? indexing. index는 색인을 가리키는데 동사로 쓰게 되면은 색인으로 만들다 아니면 정리하는 거죠.
Yeah. Or you could even say filing. I mean, they're not files, but they do kind of go in rows similar
Yeah.
to files.
indexing, filing, organizing, arranging 다 쓸 수 있겠습니다. CD들을 alphabetically. alphabetically를 다른 말로 쓰게 되면 in other words, you can say
In alphabetical order.
exactly. 알파벳 순으로라고 하는 거죠. All right. And then the next one is also very interesting. Let's take a look at the clip first.
Singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order. Singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order.
네.
I'm guilty of that too. Even sometimes to this day, I'm like, wait.
맞아요. 저도 가끔씩 그 구구단 외우면서 숫자를 계산하거나 아니면 the multiplication table 아니면 그 알파벳송을 부르면서 그 다음 뭐였지? 생각할 때 많은데 실제로 일 때문에 CD를 정리를 하다 보면은 이렇게 하겠죠. 순서를 기억하기 위해서 어떻게 했다고요?
Singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order. Singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order.
이것이 빠르게 지나갔습니다. Singing the alphabet song to remind us the order.
Yes,
Remind us of the order.
Remind us of the order.
어렵네요. Remind us of the order.
Remind us of the order.
네, 이렇게 기억이 나게 하게끔 알파벳 노래를 부르면서 A, B, C, D 이렇게 했다고 해요. 빠르게 지나간 이 부분 다시 들어보겠습니다.
Singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order. Singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order.
And what else did she do there? And advising grandparents about. And advising grandparents about.
네, advising 물론 advice 라고 하면은 C로 끝나고요. 발음이 다르죠. advise니까 동사입니다.
Right.
advising grandparents about. 그리고 할아버지 할머니들에게 조언을 해주면서 most of their time, 시간을 대부분을 썼다. 그러니까 그 영화에서 보였던 것처럼 정말 너무 신나고 뭐 자유분방한 그런 이미지만 있었던 것은 아니다라는 거죠. So what she's saying is the job, well, most of the hours that she spent on the job could be boring.
Yeah, they were boring, but at least she got to wear what she wanted, and she got to choose the music there.
맞아요.
Still a dream job, in my opinion, though, if I was a teen.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
her friends must have been really jealous at the
Really
time.
jealous, yeah.
그래서 할아버지 할머니들에게 어떤 조언을 해줬죠?
What music their teen grandkids might be interested in. What music their teen grandkids might be interested in.
네, 그들의 10대 손자 손녀들, teen grandkids 재밌는 표현이네요. Teen grandkids.
Oh, right.
Maybe you can say teenager grandkids too.
Teen, yeah, but
Yeah.
usually teen.
Yeah, 둘 다 쓸 수 있는데 teen grandkids가 더 자연스러울 것 같고 might be interested in. 어떤 음악에 관심이 있을지에 대해서 이거 좋아할 거예요. 요즘에 이 밴드가 핫해요. 이런 걸 알려주면서
Alright.
시간을 많이 보냈다는 이야기죠.
One of the benefits of having teens in the CD store. Because
Yeah.
sometimes parents and grandparents buy you CDs and you're like, what is this?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like a teenager working in the CD store will actually help other teenagers who are
Right.
at home.
It's perfect.
Yeah, because their parents or grandparents will make better choices when it comes to buying presents. 마지막 문장입니다.
I wonder what the kids of this generation aspire to be.
네.
I wonder what the kids of this generation aspire to be.
This generation이라고 말하는 것은 이제 소피 씨 그 밑에 이제 아이들 말하는 거죠. 지금 세대의 어린 아이들은 무엇이 되고 싶어 하는지 궁금하네요. Aspire to be, they want to be.
Right. So I wonder if she's saying which job they aspire to have in their teens. Like in her generation, they wanted to work in a CD store. So I wonder if she means what kind of jobs the teens want, or if she means in general, what do they want to be when they grow up?
I think both can be
Right.
applied here. 자, 그러면요. 소피 씨의 이야기를 듣고 공부하는 것을 마쳤고요. 다시 복습해 볼까요?
Okay. Sophie 씨 다시
나와주세요.
나와주세요.
Where I grew up, it was not uncommon for teenagers to start working part-time jobs around the age of 14. I was no exception. However, I managed to land the dream job of teenagers of my generation in Australia. I worked in a CD shop. CD shops were seen as a place where staff could express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work, an image that was popularised by a mid-90s film called Empire Records. While it was true that we could choose the music we listened to at work and express ourselves through our choice of clothing, the reality is we spent most of our time indexing CDs alphabetically, singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order, and advising grandparents about what music their teen grandkids might be interested in. I wonder what the kids of this generation aspire to be. Where I grew up, it was not uncommon for teenagers to start working part-time jobs around the age of 14. I was no exception. However, I managed to land the dream job of teenagers of my generation in Australia. I worked in a CD shop. CD shops were seen as a place where staff could express their individual personalities and be a bit crazy at work, an image that was popularised by a mid-90s film called Empire Records. While it was true that we could choose the music we listened to at work and express ourselves through our choice of clothing, the reality is we spent most of our time indexing CDs alphabetically, singing the alphabet song to remind us of the order, and advising grandparents about what music their teen grandkids might be interested in. I wonder what the kids of this generation aspire to be.
저도 궁금하네요. I wonder the same thing.
Yeah, me too. I should ask because I have some younger siblings who are like 13, 14.
Okay, let me know.
I'm going to ask. I'll let you know later.
Okay, let us know. 자, 그러면요. 오늘도 또 재미있는 표현들, 유용한 표현들 가져와 봤습니다.
Okay, it's time for Street
Smart.